Ninja Warriors, welcome to yet another power packed session. I am Namrata, your mathematics expert, and we are doing previous year problems of vector and 3D geometry. Before I start any further, do let me know in the chat box whether I am perfectly audible and visible to you guys. All right, I can see people are joining in. All right, let me just see the comment section, comments pouring in, the black caps, always on time. Gotram Raj, very good. Always on time. I know I am late today. I was having some technical issues. So yes. Alright. Basically, so I can see one comment which says, "Hi ma'am, I am not able to solve previous year questions." Okay. So I know basically what happens in vector and 3D geometry is one such chapter basically in which many student faces this difficulty where you're not able to solve many PYQs. But this is the session, this session, my dear students, will make sure that you are able to solve not only the JEE Main 2023 previous year questions, but also JEE Main 2024 upcoming questions as well, right? So let's just start today's session without any further ado. Just confirmation. Okay, Arvind is saying audible and visible. So I've got the green signal. You can see the next week schedule starting from 8th January to Friday, 12th January. And you can block your calendars. You can save the, you can make your timetable as per the schedule, right? So we are not gonna waste any more time. And we will straight away start with the very first question of vector algebra, which is this. All right. So the very first question is from JEE Main 2023. Good evening, Vijay Lakshmi. I am seeing you after so many days. Where were you? Okay. So yes. So as I can see that the question is from JEE Main 2023, which is this year only, which was previous year only. So the question says that u vector and v vector are already given to us. Then v dot w is given as 2. The dot product between v and w is given as 2. But where is w vector? I can't see w vector. Is w vector given? No. So actually what we need to figure out, overall, the moment I see the question, I can clearly see everything is given to us except w vector. So the whole question is all about chasing w vector, right? And one more thing I can see, one more information, which is v dot w, v cross w is given as u plus lambda v, and we need to figure out what? U plus w vector, right? Now u I already have. You can see u I already have. What I don't have is w vector. So basically the question is asking me to calculate w vector, right? Yes. Okay. No concepts in this class, ma'am. Yes, Kotram Raj, we have already covered vector algebra complete, the theory portion. We have already solved numericals as well. This question, as the title says, is only about previous year questions of vector algebra and 3D geometry. Right? So I can see Kritik already is saying, ma'am, alpha question. So I'm super duper happy when you say alpha question. So basically in this question, v vector cross w vector is given as u plus lambda v, right? So basically what I need to do is, this is a very standard question, right? Not very deviated question or not so many tricks. Just two things we need to do is, so basically we need to manipulate this vector equation by doing the dot product, by taking the dot product from both the sides. Now the question arises that, ma'am, how do we take dot product, or which vector should be taken dot by? So basically I can see that v and w are already there. So first thing what we will be doing is taking dot with v vector and w vector, right? So first take dot with what? V vector. The moment I take dot with v vector, I will get v dot v cross w, right, is equals to u dot v plus lambda times v dot v. Are you getting my point? Yes. I can clearly see that v dot V cross W is 0. Why? Because these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Now don't tell me you don't know this. V dot V cross W is 0 because V vector is perpendicular to V cross W. That's the basic definition of cross product. Right? So this is 0 and U dot V you can calculate. Tell me what is U dot V. So 2 minus 1, right? So this would be 2. You can see minus 1. You can see plus 2. Plus lambda times V dot V. So V dot V is nothing but V square. So that would be 4 plus 1 and plus 1. Right? So 4 plus 1 plus 1. So that would be 6. So this will become 3. And this is equal to what? 0, right? Because this is 0. So you can clearly see that lambda is coming out as, basically the equation is 3 lambda plus 6 is equals to 0. Lambda is nothing but, so minus 6 by 3. So minus 2, is it? Is it what your lambda is coming? Right? Okay. And now, as I already told you, this is done. Take dot with W vector now. So you will realize that you will get W vector now. So if I take dot with W vector, again left hand side will be 0. Right? Taking dot with W vector, left hand side will be 0 and right hand side will be U dot W. And you know what? U dot W is what you need to figure out, by the way. And plus lambda times V dot W. V dot W is already given to you, that is 2. Right? So this will become what? 0 is equals to U dot W plus lambda. Lambda is minus 2 and this is also 2. So this will become what? So there is some mistake I guess I have done. 3 plus, okay, sorry. Yes, 3 plus 6 lambda. Yes. 3 plus 6 lambda is equals to 0. Lambda is coming out as minus half. So this is minus 1 by 2. 2 gone. So U dot W is coming out as what? 1. So option A is absolutely right. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you Arvind. Thank you Vijay Lakshmi. So I guess this was definitely an alpha question. So lambda is coming out as minus half over here. And the moment you take dot with W, you will realize U dot W automatically will be 1. Right? Okay, alpha question. Let's just move on to the next question now. Alright. Next question again from JEE Main 2023, which says, let A vector is this, B vector is this, A dot C vector is 7, 2B dot C is what? 43. And this equation is also given to us. We need to figure out A dot B. Right? Okay. Let me just give you one quick tip. Okay, Uchuk Puchuk is saying, ma'am, why V dot V cross W is 0 in previous question? Basically, beta, dot product between two perpendicular vectors is 0. Right? Dot product between two perpendicular vectors is 0. And V vector is always perpendicular to what? V cross W. Right? Okay. So, in this question, we need to actually tackle this equation, this very equation, and this I have already taught you in vector algebra session very nicely. Trust me, guys. So the expression says that A cross C is equals to B cross C. So this will be what? A cross C minus B cross C. Can I do that? Can I write it in this way? And can I take common? Can I take A minus B common so that I'll be left with A minus B cross C is equals to 0. Now when I say that cross product between two vectors is 0, that means these two vectors are parallel vectors. For all of those who have attended my session, I have already told you very nicely that the moment you see 2 cross product is equals to 0, both vectors will be parallel, but not only parallel, we can write it in this way, A minus B is equals to lambda times C. Okay, lambda is already used, so I will say mu times C, right? So hence, this is how, yes, black caps, this is how we will assume our C vector. So basically, A minus B vector is what? A minus B vector is minus 2. And then we have 7 and then we have lambda plus lambda 2 lambda, right? Minus 2, a minus b vector, so minus 2, then we have 7, and then we have 2 lambda, that is equals to what? Mu times c vector, right? Yes? Okay. Now a dot c vector is given as 7. A dot c vector is given as 7. So why not I take dot product with c, with a vector, right? Let's take dot product with, take dot with a. Take dot with a. What do I get? So a is what? 1, 2 lambda, multiply 1, 2 lambda. So that would be minus 2 plus 7 2s are 14, right? And then we have what? 2 lambda square is equals to what? Mu times a dot c, right? So this will be 12 plus 2 lambda square is equals to 7 mu. This is our very first equation, right? Yes, taking a dot c, right? Now taking b dot c. So in here, taking dot with b vector, take dot with b vector now. Let's take dot with b vector. The moment you take dot with b vector, so that would be what? 3 2s are minus 6, and then 7 5s are minus 35, and then we have what? Minus 2 lambda square, right? Minus 2 lambda square, that will be equal to, so this is what? Taking dot with b both the sides, so this would be mu b dot c, right? Mu times b dot c, and b dot c is, my dear students, minus 43 by 2. Plug in the value, you will get your answer, right? So this would be minus 42 minus 2 lambda square is equals to mu times minus 43 by 2. Minus 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 is cancel. Multiply 2 on the left hand side. So you will be getting what? 4 lambda square, right? 4 lambda square plus 84 is equals to 43 mu. This is your another equation. Now you need to solve equation number 1 and equation number 2. Let me know in the chat box. What is the value of lambda? So you just need to multiply this with 2, right? Or you can tell me the value of mu as well. So multiply this with 2, multiply it with 2. So you will get what? 2 lambda square. So 4 lambda square, subtract these two equations, you will get 84 minus 24. So 84 minus 24 will be equal to what? So 14, 43 minus 14. 43 minus 14 mu. So this will be what? 60 is equal to 13 minus 4 is 9, 29 mu. Am I doing correct? Minus 41. You are saying minus 41? Where minus 41? Okay, sorry. Okay, 41. 41 would be what? 82. Okay. So this would be 82. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 82 minus 24 would be 58. So mu will be what? 2. The value of mu is coming out as 2. Right? So the value of mu is coming out as 2. 82, 50, so this would be 58. Right? So value of mu is what? 2. The moment you plug in value of mu is equals to 2, what you will get is lambda square is 1. Lambda square 1, value of mu is 2. A dot b. So a dot b will be equal to, take dot product, you will get 3, you will get minus 10 minus lambda square. Lambda square is 1, so that would be what? Minus 8, but mod of that value, so the answer of this question will be 8. A big fat 8. Yes? Tell me in the chat box whether it is an alpha question or beta question or gamma question. Alpha, beta or gamma. Alright, so the question says, basically the question is giving me a vector and b vector. A dot c and b dot c is also given to me, and this very equation a cross c minus b, a cross c is equals to b cross c is given. The moment I see this, I would be able to write this down. This is very important. Now the moment I see that A minus B, so you will get the C vector, equation for C vector. So this is basically I cap plus J cap plus K cap. Right, this is your C vector. So your C vector is in terms of lambda and mu. Now make use of A dot C and B dot C. You will get two equations. You have two unknown. You will be able to solve it. Okay. Let's move on to the next question again from JEE Main 2023. Very nice question. Very easy question again. Which says what? Okay. So let A vector is this. B and C be two non-zero vectors such that A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B minus C. This is what is given to us. Right? And also B dot C is given to be 0. The moment I see this equation, it is very intuitive that square both the sides. Squaring both the sides. So that would be A square plus B square plus C square plus twice of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A is equals to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2 A dot B minus B dot C, by the way, minus C dot A, right? So you can clearly see A square B square C square, A square B square C square gone. B dot C is 0, so this B dot C is also gone, right? A dot B, you can cancel it from both the side, and 4A dot C basically is coming out as 0. That means A dot C is also 0, right? That's what we have got from this equation, that A dot C is 0, right? Now basically two statements. Let's focus on these two statements. Statement number A says that A plus lambda C is greater than or equal to A for all values of lambda belongs to R, right? So let's just solve it and understand it whether it is true or not. So again, square both the sides. Same thing. So that would be A square plus lambda square C square plus 2 lambda A dot C. By the way, A dot C we have just calculated. It is 0. And this would be greater than or equal to what? A square. A square gone. Lambda square C square is always greater than 0. Is it true or false? Definitely lambda square C square will always be positive. It doesn't depend on the value of lambda. So for all values of lambda, we are very sure that lambda square C square will be gonna be positive. That means this equation, option A is absolutely right, right? So A is so definitely correct. A to definitely correct. That means B option is wrong. This is also wrong because A is correct. So either B is also correct or B is incorrect. Now the whole question revolves around whether B statement is correct or not. A and C are always parallel. What does it say? A dot C is 0. So clearly that A is perpendicular to C, man. A is never parallel. So this B statement is definitely incorrect. So that means only A is correct. Option C is correct. Yes, Varsha, we are live. Absolutely live. Okay. Yes. So that means only A is correct, option C. Alright, perfect. Let us move on to the next question now. Again, very easy question. This though you will solve in jiffy. Like this. Right? 2-second question. 2-second problem. Who is going to give me the correct answer? Who is going to give me the correct answer? We are doing vector algebra PYQs. Post that we'll start 3D geometry PYQs as well. Do not worry about this. A and B be two vectors such that magnitude of A vector is root 14, magnitude of B vector is root 6, right? And A cross B is given as 48. Okay. So you know the Lagrange's identity, which says that A dot B ka whole square plus A cross C, A cross B ka whole square is equals to A square B square. You know this value, right? Lagrange's. ठीक है, A dot B का square that you don't know. So A dot B ka square is what you're looking for. A cross B ka square is 48. A square B square is 14 into 6. So A dot B ka whole square would be 14 into 6 minus 48. Yes, so 36 will be the correct answer. Yes, all right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let us move on to the next question now. Right? Next question, ready? Are you ready for the next question? And the next question looks like this. Now, this is a nice question basically. Right? So, the question says, have a look at the question. So, this is equal to, I was just checking out how B is equals to, I was also checking this out, okay, right. So, the question says we have A vector, we have B vector, the complete vector, we have C vector as well, okay. So, all three vectors are given to us, right, with three vectors. If R is a vector such that R cross B is equals to C cross B, okay. So, you know how to tackle this, you know what? You know how to tackle this. This particular vector equation is very important. And you know what? This you can definitely see in your upcoming JEE in 2024. I'm not kidding. Can you? Exactly. Yanumala is asking me, ma'am, how to start a question. You know, this, don't you think this question, this equation is familiar to you? The same equation I have showed you over here. Can you see that? The similar equation. Left hand side cross product of two vectors, right hand side cross product of two vectors. It's the same algorithm of these particular equations, right? All these questions are same only, similar only. You just need to identify the type. That's how we proceed in vector algebra. Okay. Alright, now how to solve it? Just focus, target on this because we know how to do it, how to solve it. So basically R cross B will be equal to C cross B. Tell me whether I have told you this in vector algebra theory session as well or not, right? And I have told you multiple times and I have told you this like this, कि this is going to come and you know what? This is what you're going to write. What more I can say, okay? Now shift this towards the left hand side is equals to 0. That's how you solve these type of equations. Take out R minus C common, cross B is equals to 0. What does that mean? This implies R minus C is parallel to B vector. That means R minus C vector is equals to lambda times. Do we have lambda? No. Lambda times B vector. Or we can say R vector is equals to C plus lambda times B vector. You know C vector, you know B vector. So this can be written down as, what is C vector? Tell me. So C is 5 minus 3, 3. Plus lambda times, what is B vector? 1 minus 1, 2. 1 comma minus 1 comma 2. So basically this R vector is coming out to be finally. So that is 5 plus lambda, comma, minus 3 minus lambda, correct, and 3 plus 2 lambda. This is what your R vector is coming out to be. Now the whole question revolves around what? The value of lambda. Once you know the value of lambda, you will know the vector R completely, and once you know the vector R, you will be able to answer this, right? Now to get the value of lambda, we have not used, if you observe the information carefully, this part, this chunk we have not utilized. This piece of information we have not utilized. So So r dot a is equals to 0. R vector we have, a vector we also have 1, 2, 3. Can you take dot product and equate it to 0? We are done, right? So basically 5 plus lambda, right? Minus 6 minus 2 lambda, and 3 3s are 9 plus 6 lambda is equals to a big fat 0, right? So 5 minus 6 is minus 1, minus 1 plus 8, so 8 will be there, lambda minus lambda, so plus 5 lambda if I am not wrong, yes, so is equal to 0. Lambda, the value of lambda, what is the value of lambda? Minus 8 by 5, right? So the value of lambda is coming out as minus 8 by 5. So the moment you plug in the value in r vector, you will get r vector. So minus 8 by 5. 5 minus 8 by 5. 5 5s are 25 minus 8. 17 by 5. So r vector is coming out as 17 by 5, comma. Now minus 3 plus 8 by 5, right? 5 3s are 15. 15, 8. So minus 7 by 5. Right, comma. We have what? Minus 8 by 5. So 3 minus 16 by 5. 5 3s are 15. So minus 1 by 5. This is what you've got as your r vector. Right? Now 25r square. 25r square will be what? So 17, comma minus 7, comma plus 1. Basically it would be plus 1. Plus 1, minus 1, whatever. So basically 17 ka square, है ना, 289 plus 49 plus 1 would be your answer. 50. So basically this option C, yes, 339 would be your correct answer. Yes, let me know whether it is an alpha, beta or gamma. Alpha, beta or gamma in the chat box. Whether it is an alpha question or beta question or gamma question. Shall I give you the next problem? Shall I give you the next problem, guys? Move on to the next problem. So the next problem looks like this. All right. Oh, nice. So the next problem says that A, B, C be 3 vectors such that what they have given to us is magnitude of A, B and C all are given, and this very piece of information is also given. Angle between B and C is this. What we need to figure out is this. Okay. Now again, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? This is again the same type of equation. So one student was asking now if the previous question was alpha for you, this question definitely should be alpha for you, because the same type of information is given over here. Solve it, get done with it, solve the answer, get the answer basically. Right? Getting my point? Okay. So just focus on this very equation. Focus on this very equation. This says, so this A vector is common basically. So 2A vector cross B vector minus 3C vector cross A vector is given as what? 0. Right? Now you can clearly see that A vector. So I want A vector to be out. But no, we can't take A vector out like this. Right? So what we need to do is, rather than writing it C cross A, just apply the property, reverse the order, and you will get 2A cross B plus 3A cross C is equals to 0. Or you can write it this way, by the way, A cross 2B vector plus A cross 3c vector is equal to 0. Now, taking A out is very, very convenient for us, right? Take A out, so you will be getting A cross 2b vector plus 3c vector is equal to 0. Cross product between two vectors is 0, guys. Again, wrong step. Minus 2 plus. माइनस में लेके आए, रिवर्स किया, सही तो है, सही तो है. A is out, right? So A cross 2B plus 3C is equals to 0. That means A vector is parallel to 2B plus 3C, right? A vector is parallel to 2. That means A vector can be written down as lambda times 2B vector plus 3c vector. And you know what? You have magnitude of B and C vectors. Wrong step. First step wrong. First step क्यों wrong है? 2A cross B minus 3C cross A is 0. Okay? And C cross A को we have written A cross C and we have changed the sign. Right, Vijay Lakshmi? This is absolutely right. Okay, I don't think so there is any problem. Okay, now A vector is lambda times 2B plus C vector. Now what to do about this? Till here everybody will reach, I guess. Yeah, there is a property, Vijay Lakshmi. So there is a property. Basically, if you have a scalar quantity, so you can attach this scalar quantity with A vector or B vector, whatever you want. Right? This is the property. Now, here we have to square both the sides. The moment we square both the sides, it would be A square is equals to lambda square 4B square plus 9C square plus 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12 B dot C. And you know what? Question में दिया हुआ है. Right? Question में it is already given to you, by the way, 2 pi by 3. Angle between B and C is 2 pi by 3, that is 120 degree, right? Let's just start writing 31 is equals to lambda square 4B square, right? So B square, so the value of B square is what? 4B is equals to 2, so the value of B is what? 1 by 2, so B square, so basically this would be 1 plus 9C square, C square is what? So 36 plus 12 BC cos theta, so B is what? 1 by 2. C is what? 2. Cos theta would be what? Minus 1 by 2, and we are done, right? So you can clearly see 31 is equals to lambda square. That would be 37. 2 and 2 are gone. This would be 6. So this would be 37 minus 6. Can you see 37 minus 6 is 31? So lambda square is coming out as 1. Lambda square is coming out as 1. Lambda square is coming out as 1. Can you see that? Lambda square is coming out as 1. What does that mean? That simply means that your A vector is equals to plus minus 2B plus 3C. Right? This is your, you've got the value of what? Lambda. Okay, A vector is what? Plus minus. So A vector is what? Plus minus 2B plus 3C. Right? This is your A vector. What you need to calculate is what? A cross C upon A dot B. So A cross C upon A dot B ka square is what you need to calculate. Plug in the value of A. What are you waiting for? Plug in the value of A, you will get your answer, right? So A vector would be what? Plus minus 2B plus 3C, right? Cross C vector, right? This is your A. A cross C upon A dot B. So plus minus 2B plus 3C dot B vector. Square is already there. So B cross C, right? Plus minus will be gone basically. Why? Because square is there. So 2B cross C. C cross C is anyway 0 whole upon 2B square plus 3B dot C. Right? And there is a square over here. Now B cross C. So B cross C we can definitely calculate. Right? So B cross C would be what? 2 is there. So 4 hoga. B cross C square. So B cross C. So B square, C square, sine square 2 pi by 3. Right? We do know B cross C, angle between B and C. Whole upon. So 2B square. So 2B square. So 2 times 1 by 4 plus 3B dot C. So the value of B dot C we have already calculated, and that was what? So B dot C will be half into 2 into minus half. So minus 1 is B dot C. So 3 times minus 1 ka whole square. Solve it, get the answer. Let me know your answer in the chat box. Right? So basically 3 would be the correct answer. If you solve this, you will get 3 as the correct answer. Okay, let me just tell you one more time the whole question, the whole scenario. So basically the question says ABC are 3 vectors, magnitude of A, B and C. All 3 magnitudes are given to you, and this very equation is given to you. 2A cross B is equals to 3C cross A, right? And angle between B and C is also given to us. Now to solve this, what we have done is basically we have focused on the A vector, right? So focus on A vector. That means if the A vector is in the very first position, I want my A vector to be in the first position as well. So that's why we have applied this property where C cross A is minus A cross C. Take A common. The moment you take A common, you will realize that cross product between these two vectors is 0. That means these two vectors are parallel. When two vectors are parallel, you can write it down as A is equals to lambda 2B plus 3C. Square both the side. The moment you square both the side, you know A square, you know B square, C square, you know B dot C as well, by the way. So lambda square value will be 1. The moment you see lambda square 1, that means lambda would be plus minus 1. The moment you write lambda as plus minus 1, you've got your A vector, which is what? Plus minus 2B plus 3. Right? A vector is what? Plus minus 2B plus 3. So A vector can be replaced here and written down as what? Plus minus 2B plus 3. Now square is already there. There is no need to write plus minus. You can just directly, basically you can write as A cross C upon A dot B ka square, right? So A is 2B plus 3C. 2B plus 3C cross C vector. Whole upon 2B plus 3C dot B vector. Right, and whole square. So this would be 4B cross C. 4 because 2 ka square and B cross C ka square. Whole upon 2B dot B, right, and B dot C. So 2B square. So twice of B square. B square is what? 1 by 4. B dot C is what? So B dot C. B is half, C is 2. And angle is what? Minus 1 by 2. So 3 upon 2. Square. Right? So you will get what? B cross C. So B cross C is again half into 2 into root 3 by 2. So 4 into 3 by 4 whole upon what is this? So this is nothing but 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. So this is 1. So the answer would be 4. Sorry, 3. 3 would be your answer. Yes, got it? Perfect. Any issues? Any problem? Shall we move on to the next problem? Again, this is also not a very tough question. Not a very tough question. Right? Let's move on to the next question now. Again, so this question, you know what? Highly trending question. We need to figure out the shortest distance between these two lines. Right? This will definitely be there in your JEE Main 2024. This question will definitely be there. Right? In your upcoming JEE Main 2024. So let's just solve it. The shortest distance between two lines is what we need to calculate, right? So how to do that? We have a formula for that. Shortest distance between two lines will be what? I'll tell you. L1, I have a formula for you. L1, L2, L3. And okay. So let's just write it as not L1 but A1, A2, A3. Sorry. A1, B1, C1 लिख लेते हैं. हाँ. A1, B1, C1. A2, B2, C2. And here x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 whole upon I, J, K, cross product between these two, A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 magnitude, and there is a mod. ठीक है, the shortest distance between two lines, there is a very easy formula wherein the row 1 will be having differences of coordinates lying on both the line. I'll show you how, don't worry. The second row will consist of what? The direction ratios of the very first line. The third row will consist of what? Direction ratio of the second line, right? And here we will perform cross product between direction ratios of both the lines. Take mod and get the shortest distance. As simple as that. And this question will definitely, you will definitely see this question, shortest distance between two lines in your JEE in 2024. Okay, so just write it down. So basically the coordinate will be what? 2, minus 1, 6 is lying on this line. And okay, so this we need to actually rewrite this a bit. So this is y minus 1 upon minus 2. Basically y minus 1 upon minus 2. Then it will make sense. So the coordinate would be what? 6, 1, minus 8. Right? So just make a determinant out of it. Right? So your row number 2, let me write it as 3, 2, 2. Row number 3, 3, 2, 0. And alright, 2 minus 1, 6. 6, 1 minus 8. So 6 minus 2 is what? 4. Right? 6 minus 2 is 4. 1 minus, so this is 2. Minus 8 minus 16 is minus 14. Whole upon, you have got I, J, K. 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 0. Solve it, you will get the answer. Solve it, you will get the answer. Right? 6 minus 2, 4, 1, 1, 2, and then 14. Right? Solve it 4 times. 4 times. You will get 0 minus 4. Right? 4 times 0 and minus 4. Right? Then you have to put a negative sign, minus 2. So 2 is here. 3 zeros are 0, 3 twos are 6. So this is minus 6. Plus, sorry, minus again. So minus 14. Minus 14. So minus 14 and so minus 14, 3 twos are 6. 3 twos are 6. 0 whole upon square root of, again, so 4 ka square, then again 3 zeros are 0, 6 ka square, and then 3, 2, 2, 3 minus 2, sorry, minus 2 is here, hai na? One more time we will do it, this and this, so plus 4 is there, right? This 3 zeros, this is right, and the last one would be what? Last one would be what? Minus 6, minus 6. So minus 12, minus 12, minus 12, right? Minus 6, minus 6. So minus 12, 6 square, 4 square, and then 12 square. This would be your answer, right? So answer is what? Let me know. Let me know the answer. So this is what? 16 plus 12 plus 14 into 12. 4 2s are 8. What about 14 into 12? 4 2s are 8. 4 5 6. 168. Whole upon 4 ka square. So 16 plus 36 plus 144. Solve it. Let me know your answer in the chat box. Yes. So the answer would be what? 196 by 14, which is equals to 14. Perfect. Yes. Okay. So you know the drill. Now you know the drill. This is the formula. This is how you apply it. This is how you solve it. This is how you reach to the answer. Right? So basically there is no such trick, no such thought process. So you know the process. You see the question, you know the process, you apply it, you will get the answer. No such random thing. Okay. Alright. Next question again on your screen. Very good question from 3D Geometry, JEE Main 2023 itself. Distance of point P from the line passing through the point this and parallel to line with direction ratio this is equal to. So basically there is a point P which is what? 4, 6, 2, minus 2. And we need to figure out distance of point from the line. So basically, let us say this is line L, right? And this line, the question says, is passing through this point. So can we write the equation of line by the way? Can we write the equation of line by the way? Yes, definitely. How? So x plus 3 is equals to y minus 2 is equals to z minus 3 whole upon. Now the question saying that this line L is passing through this point and parallel to the direction ratio of this line. So basically we have direction ratio as well, 3, 3, minus 1. So now we have a line over here and we have a point over here. We just need to calculate, what? The distance between them. The distance between them. To calculate distance between them, I just need to know this point A. This point A, which is what we call as a foot of perpendicular, right? This is foot of perpendicular only. The question is from the topic foot of perpendicular, right? So basically what I'll be doing is I'll be assuming coordinates of point A. How to do that? So we have a line equated to lambda. So coordinates of point A let us assume as 3 lambda minus 3, 3 lambda plus 2, minus lambda plus 3. These are the coordinates of A, right? Now PA vector, if I write PA vector, if I form PA vector is perpendicular to line L and this line L has direction ratio what? So this vector 3i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap, right? 3i, 3j minus k is parallel to this line, right? So basically PA vector is perpendicular to this line. That means PA vector is perpendicular to this vector. Do you agree or not? So that's how we are going to calculate our lambda, and once lambda is done, we've got the value of, we'll get the coordinates of A. Once we get the coordinates of A, PA will be there, and that's what they are asking you to calculate. Are you getting my point? The whole concept, right? So the moment you need to figure out the foot of perpendicular, basically what you need to do is you need to take dot product between PA and the line itself. Right, so PA vector, calculate PA vector guys, 3 lambda minus 7, right? PA vector is what? A minus P, right? So 3 lambda minus 7, 3 lambda minus 4, 3 lambda minus 4, right? And minus lambda plus 3 minus 2, so that would be 5 minus lambda. 5 minus lambda, and we need to take dot product of this with this. Right, dot product will be 0. Dot take dot 0. So make the dot product as equal to 0. What do you get? Let me do it over here. Taking dot product equal to 0. So this would be 3 times 3 lambda minus 7 right, plus 3 times 3 lambda minus 4 and minus 1 time. So that would be plus lambda minus 5 is equals to 0. Let me know the value of lambda now. Let me know the value of lambda. Let me know the value of lambda. So lambda should be equal to what? Lambda should be equal to 2, right? So 9 plus 9, 18 lambda. So 19 lambda, 21, and then we have 4 3s are 12, and then 5. So 21 plus 17. Basically this would be 38 is equals to 0. Lambda is coming out as 2. The moment you see lambda 2, plug in the value over here. 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 3 is what? 3, right? And then 3 2s are 6, 7, 8. And then we have lambda is equals to 2. So this would be 1, 3, 8, 1. Right? 3, 8, 1, 4, 6, minus 2. Now apply the distance formula, right? 3, 8, 1. Apply the distance formula now. So 1 and then 4, right? So that would be root 5 and plus 9. So 5 plus 9 would be 14. Root 14 is the correct answer. Apply the distance formula, you will get the answer. Shall we move on to the next problem, guys? I can see that there are so many students on live, but then they have not liked my session. Why is it so? Any problem with the like button, guys? Check the like button. If there is problem, we'll report it to YouTube directly. Okay? Alright. Let's just see another question, similar question. You know what? Similar question. This question directly talks about foot of perpendicular. Earlier question was hinting towards foot of perpendicular, but this question is talking about what? Chaya is saying repeat the last step. So basically what is the agenda? So basically the question says we need to figure out distance between a point and a line. So whenever you need to figure out distance between a point and a line in 3D geometry, you need to calculate foot of perpendicular, right? Now I'm going to tell you the algorithm to calculate foot of perpendicular, right? So you have a line, assume any point on the line. So we have assumed this particular point jo hai, foot of perpendicular lies on the line, right? So assume that foot of perpendicular. So we have already assumed the foot of perpendicular. Right? Now foot of perpendicular you have already, and then now you need to form a PA vector, because PA vector is perpendicular to the line and PA vector is perpendicular to the direction vector formed by direction ratio of the line, right? Isn't it? So you just need to take dot product of PA vector and this direction ratio vector, and the moment you take dot product is equals to 0, see dot product 0. PA dot B is equals to 0. Remember this is very important. Only remember this. Forget everything. PA dot B is equals to 0. You get the value of lambda. Once you have value of lambda, Chaya. Once you have value of lambda, what are you waiting for? Get the value of A. Right? Once you have A, that is foot of perpendicular, you can easily determine PA distance, right? Okay. So another question for you, Chaya, specially. Another question for you specially, the foot of perpendicular of the point 2, 0, 5 on this line is this. So basically we have a point P again, 2, 0, 5. We have a line again, right? And the foot of perpendicular this time A is given as alpha, beta, gamma. And what we need to do is we need to calculate the value of alpha, beta and gamma. Right? Okay. Same process, same algorithm. I hope that you will be able to solve this. So let the coordinates of A would be what? Take it as a lambda. So 2 lambda minus 1, comma 5 lambda plus 1, comma minus lambda minus 1. This is what you've got A. Now form PA vector. PA vector is what? A minus P. So 2 lambda minus 3. Right, comma 5 lambda plus 1 minus 0, so that will remain 5 lambda plus 1, minus lambda minus 1 minus 5, so minus lambda minus 6. This is what your PA vector is. What is your B vector, by the way? So your B vector this time would be what? 2 comma 5 comma minus 1. Take dot product of PA and B, you will get the value of lambda. Right, so that would be what? 4 lambda minus 6 plus, then we have 5 5s are 25 plus 5, 25 lambda plus 5, and then we have minus, so plus lambda plus 6 is equals to 0, 25 or 4, 29, 29, so this is 30 lambda, right, and we have minus 6 plus 6 gone is equals to minus 5, 5 6 are 30, lambda is coming out as minus 1 by 6, lambda is coming out as minus 1 by 6. The moment you see lambda minus 1 by 6, what will you do? You will plug in the value, right? Plug in the value, you will get the answer. So alpha will be what? So minus 1 by 6. So basically minus 1 by 3. So A is what? Minus 4 by 3. Then the plug in the value minus 1 by 6. So that is 1 by 6. And then 1 by 6. This would be 7 by 6. This is alpha, beta, gamma. What we need to figure out is what? Alpha, beta by gamma. So as in product of 2 upon this. Which answer is correct? Tell me. Which answer is correct? Beta by gamma. Oh, so this is minus 5 by 6. This is minus 5 by 6. Can you see this is alpha, beta, gamma? So beta by gamma, option C is absolutely right. Option C is absolutely right. Right? Because the moment you plug in minus 1 by 6, it will be 1 by 6 minus 1, right? 1 by 6 minus 1 is minus 5 by 6, alpha, beta, gamma. Easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? Now you are doing the second question on foot of perpendicular, guys. You are doing second question on foot of perpendicular. Yeah, Amakuchi vlogs. Again, okay. So I have already told you about this. So whenever you need to figure out foot of perpendicular, there is a set algorithm. You have a point, you have a line. Take that point on a line. So we have already done that. This is our coordinates of A. So once you've got the A, what you can do is you can create a PA vector. So PA vector is perpendicular to this line. That means PA vector and this B vector, which is what, by the way, 2, 5 minus 1 is 0 because they are perpendicular to each other. PA vector dot B is 0. So now you have B vector, but what about PA vector? That you need to form. A you have, P you have, PA vector in terms of lambda is this. Take dot product, get the value of lambda. Once you have the value of lambda, put it in the coordinates of A. So you will get the foot of perpendicular. Cool? Perfect? Right? And you know what? One more thing, one more small point. Although I am going to teach this in 3D geometry in detail, do not worry. I will teach you 3D geometry from the basics. Do not worry about that. The session is on Tuesday already. I know that we are doing 3D geometry PYQs thoda jaldi se earlier, but again we will learn the concepts of 3D geometry in the session on Tuesday. That is one thing. Another thing is what? So you have calculated foot of perpendicular, right? So this is the point. This is foot of perpendicular, right? You have foot of perpendicular. Now if you have to calculate image of a point, right? Suppose this is P, this is your line, this is your I image. To calculate image of the point, the procedure is similar. First you need to calculate foot of perpendicular, the same thing only, and now foot of perpendicular would be what? The middle point of P and I. So midpoint formula you can apply, and you know what? midpoint formula if you will apply, you will get the I coordinates as well. So image wala, the concept where you need to figure out image of a point in a line, that is also covered in this session. Although I'll be covering this on Tuesday as well, just letting you know. Okay, which is not correct. Okay, which is not correct. So beta by gamma, which is not correct. Beta by, which of the following is not correct? Are they asking this? Okay, so is this, so this is to correct, है ना? Alpha by beta. What about alpha by beta? Okay. Okay. So which is not correct? Tell me. Gamma by alpha. So gamma by alpha, alpha beta by gamma. Okay, calculate alpha beta by gamma. So basically minus 4 by 3 is 6 is 18 and gamma is what? 5 by 6. Minus minus cancel, 6 3s are. So that would be 4 by 15. So this is correct. Okay, alpha by beta. So alpha by beta should be what? 6 4s are 24 by 3. Right? Alpha by beta is what? Minus 4 by 3 into 6. 6 4s are 24. 8 3s are 24. So this is also correct. Beta by gamma. So 1 by 6. So beta by gamma is incorrect, no? Right. Beta by gamma would be minus 1 by 5. So option C. So basically option C is incorrect. This is correct. Gamma by alpha. So you can see the 5 by 8. Right. So beta by gamma. Not correct, may? Yes. So this is not correct. Okay. So this is your homework question, guys. This is your homework question. Right. Homework question. The shortest distance between the lines this and this is equal to. So homework question, right? I'll give you a slight hint. So for this same question, shortest distance between two skew lines, I already told the answer, right? So you need to actually convert this in standard form. So how do you do that? X plus 1 upon 1 is equals to y minus 0 upon half is equal to z minus 0 upon minus 1 by 12. This is the line number 1. Right? And you know what? If you want to simplify this line, what you can do is you can actually multiply the direction ratio by 12. So multiply it with 12 in the denominator. So x plus 1 by 12. Right? This is your 1. Multiply it with 12. Right? So it will be 12. Y minus 0 by 6. And this would be z minus 0 upon minus 1. This is also, these two are same. This is line 1 and this is also line 1, right? You can see that minus 1 by 12 will create a problem while calculating the determinant. That's why I did this. Now line number 2. So line number 2 is x equal to y plus 2 is equals to 6z minus 6. Again, x minus 0 by 1, y plus 2 by 1. Z minus 1 upon 1 by 6. Again, same thing I will be recommending. Multiply 6, 6, 6. So, x minus 0 by 6, y plus 2 by 6 is equals to z minus 1 by 1. This is your line number 2. Right? 6. This is 6. Line number 2. Now you have standard form. Line number 1, line number 2. Can you not apply the formula? Can't you do that? Tell me. Can you do that? Can you apply the shortest distance formula which I already taught you? Yes, right? So, this is your homework question. This is you're going to do that and you're going to get the final correct answer. If you're getting incorrect answer, that simply means that you won't be able to solve the question, the similar question in your JEE Main 2024. You will get incorrect answer there as well. If you are doing it incorrect now, there also you will do, right? Okay. Another question on your screen, and guys, this is the last question of the day. Last question of the day. So the question tells, okay, so I will give you some time to solve this question. The question says coordinates of the vertices. So basically, there is a triangle ABC where coordinates of A are 0 to alpha, right? And other two vertices are lying on this line. If the area of triangle ABC is 21 square units and the line segment BC has length 2 root 21, then what we need to figure out is the value of alpha square. Okay. Alright. I'll give you actually 1 minute to understand this question. And then I will actually give you a hint to solve this question. And then we will solve it. So we are going to solve this question in 3 phases. Very first phase, read the question, comprehend it, understand it, right? The second phase would be, I will give you one small hint to solve the question. And the third phase, obviously, we are going to solve it together. Okay, so read it and understand it. Develop the algorithm. You know what? Develop the algorithm to solve this question. So the algorithm should be running in your mind. Okay, so first I'll be calculating this, and then I'll be calculating this. Then I'll extract the value, plug in the value from here to there, and then I'll get the answer. Are you getting my point? That's how you solve in vector and 3D and conic section as well. Basically, conic, vector, 3D, these topics involve algorithm based solving, right? In the beginning itself, the steps should be clear. Once steps are clear in the mind, top to bottom, you just have to do the calculation. Okay. Alright, so I guess you have read the question. So vertex A is given to us and 2 vertices are lying on the another line which is also given to us. And if the area of triangle ABC is given as 21 square units, okay. So area of triangle is given to us, by the way. No, Amma, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I just gave you the hint. The question is pending. You have to solve this. This question I am going to do this. Okay. Alright. So basically what I am trying to say is, so area of triangle ABC will be half into base BC into height, into this height. Let's say P is the height. This is area of triangle. Can you see? This is area of triangle. Half into base into height, right? You've got the base. BC length is already given to us. So again, area of triangle ABC is also given to us, right? So ABC is 21 square units and this is half. BC length is 2 root 21 and P is what? Height of this triangle, right? Okay. This 2 and 2 are gone. So P, the perpendicular distance is what? 21. Okay. By the way, one way of looking at it is the perpendicular distance is between A and the side BC. Another way of looking at it is there is a point 0, 2, alpha. Since BC lies on the given line, can you see that? This is your line whose equation is already given to us. So, don't you think this is the same question where a point is given to you, a line is given to you and you need to figure out distance between a point and a line, right? How do you do that? Just calculate distance between point and a line. The moment you do that, equate it to root 21, you will get your answer, right? Okay, all right. So just, okay, so this is A. Let us assume this point as D. So the coordinates of D would be what? Tell me. So 5 lambda minus alpha. Next, 2 lambda plus 1. 2 lambda plus 1. Right? Let me just write it down on the next piece of paper. X plus alpha is equals to y minus 1 by 2. Z plus 4. 5, 2, 3. This is lambda. I am assuming the coordinates of D, right? So coordinates of D would be what? 5 lambda minus alpha, 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda minus 4. Okay, right? And we have A ka coordinate, so dA vector, form dA vector. So dA vector 0 to alpha. A is what? 0 to alpha. dA vector or AD vector would be what? 5 lambda minus alpha, right, comma, this minus this, 2 lambda minus 1, comma, 3 lambda minus 4 minus alpha, right? This is your AD vector. Now what is your B vector? B vector is 5, 2, 3. These two are perpendicular. AD and B vector are perpendicular. You know how? This is your B vector. This is your B vector, which is what? 5, 2, 3. So AD vector is perpendicular to B vector. AD vector you can see is perpendicular to B vector. So dot product AD dot B is 0. Make it 0, right? So 5, make it 0. Get the value of lambda, right? So 5 5s are 25 lambda minus 5 alpha. Then we have 4 lambda minus 2. Then we have 9 lambda minus 12 minus 3 alpha is equal to what? 0. You will get the relation between lambda and alpha. 25 plus 4, 29. 29 and minus 25 plus, so 29 plus 9, 38 lambda, right? Minus 5 alpha minus 3 alpha, so this will be 8 lambda. Minus 12 minus 2, so that would be minus 24. So 19 lambda minus 12 is equals to 4 lambda. So you can see the 4 alpha, sorry. Right? One equation in alpha. What we need to figure out is length of AD. Length of AD is what we need to figure out. So just plug in the value of lambda over here. Okay. The answer is 9. Okay. Let me just check the answer whether it is 9 or not. Okay, alpha square is coming out as 9. Yes. All right. ठीक है. Minus 14. Is it? Yes, minus 14. Minus 7 will be there. So this is one equation in alpha. Another equation would be you need to make root AD is equals to 21. You will get another equation in alpha, right? And then you need to solve it. You will get the value of alpha square is equals to 9, right? I am not solving it. I am leaving this up to you. Do the calculation. And yes, so this was our last question basically. This is how you solve the question. Okay. All right. Okay. So we are done with today's session, and you know what, so many students were asking, ma'am, you have not taught us 3D geometry concept. So you can see that we will definitely study 3D geometry, and yeah, so 3D geometry 6 p.m. Tuesday. Save the calendar, block the calendar, okay? And then another session we have the very next day, which is on binomial theorem, and which is at 9 p.m. Again, these two you know that are high weighted chapter. These two are high weighted chapter. One student is asking top 5 chapter for safe score basically. So top 5 chapter for safe score. So I already told you this, right? 3D geometry is one of them. Binomial theorem is also one of them. Sequence and series, definite integration, differential equations, functions also, right? Okay, so I have already made a video related to that. You can go and check out that video. Top 10 chapters to score 99 percentile. And okay, black caps is asking binomial ke baad what is there on the plate, right? So you tell me what should be there after binomial. What do you think? I say that I think it should be the definite integration. What do you think? We should do definite integration, we should do differential equation, and yeah, so these two chapters are next on my mind. You can just let me know in the chat box or in the comment section as well. Give me the suggestion. So for next week, we can keep that chapter as well, right? So this is the calendar, physics, chemistry, mathematics. Save the calendar, okay? And along with that, we have JEE test series, right? So JEE test series is there. Computer based mode free JEE test series is there. So are you guys giving it? Because link is already given in the description box. I guess you all should do that. Many students are giving this mock test or test series. So do register on that. Link is given in the description box. And along with that, we daily give you 10 problems basically. So 10 problems based on what has been taught on the channel. So number of questions, so 10 questions based on what has been taught. This is VDPP, right? Every day and clear your concept. Along with that, okay, so the link is already in the description box. I'll take doubts now. So one question is asking me, ma'am, I'm in doubt of binomial theorem. Why are you in doubt of binomial theorem? I don't understand. There should be any doubt. Indefinite integration, yes, done. So next, after binomial theorem, I'll definitely make sure that it is definite integration. Binomial theorem, do not doubt about it. Just come and join my session on Wednesday 9 PM and decide for yourself. Give me 2 hours at least, and then decide for yourself whether it is your chapter or not, whether you're able to like get hold on that chapter or not, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, okay, so I guess there is some request that, okay, we need more problems. Don't worry, we will do more problems because we have one session on 3D geometry as well on Tuesday, right? So on Tuesday, 6 PM, we will solve more problems on 3D geometry, and in case if we require some more rigorous problems, so we can definitely have one session which is completely dedicated to previous year questions of 3D geometry, right? That can be done. Okay, so yeah, so we are done with today's session. This is me, Namrata, signing off. I'll see you all on Tuesday, 6 PM on 3D geometry theory plus PYQ session. See you. Bye bye.